Brad, quite seriously, it's ironic the way you've bowed out of the game. You were knocked out in your last contest, but I actually thought you'd save the game for Port Adelaide. You ran back with the flight of the ball. You spoilt Revolt, who was about to swallow it and maybe kick a goal. And look, it wasn't to be. Port Adelaide lost by a kick, but mate, well done to you. You tried absolutely, from a personal base, you tried everything you could. You played a great game in your last game of footy, so hopefully you walk away a very, very proud man.
Yeah, I do in that sort of sense. I guess you sort of... at the time you're just thinking, I'm just going to go back to spoil a ball. You don't really think that it's going to end up leading into you getting knocked out or whatever. But I look back on it and I think that it's it certainly wasn't a form issue in any way in the end, was it? It was I was feeling okay and playing okay and hoping that we could keep going on. But anyway, mate, it's one of those ones where I'm quite comfortable with the decision and I'm as a 30-year-old, very happy going into the next phase of life, mate. I'm excited for what's next. So loved my time at the club and I know the club's in a good position, but I'm happy getting on to the next thing.
I think you've made the right decision, mate. When did you make the decision? How far back did you think, look, this has got to be my last year for all things considered, family, life after footy? Yeah. When's enough's enough?
After that last concussion I had a couple months ago, the doctor and I sort of sat down.
Well, you were out for a while.
Yeah. So we had a pretty, some
honest
conversations around what it looks like and what I'm trying to do, and at that point he sort of said that under his advice he'd be considering that the risk is becoming too great.
Can you share the honest thing he said? What did he say if you keep playing or not?
No, it wasn't anything that you just it was probably more the risk is becoming greater than the reward, and what are you sort of thinking? And at the same time we were winning and we were doing really well, so you're sort of sitting there going, well, hang on a second, I want to see this out. I feel comfortable in myself that I'm okay. So we sort of came to the agreement that, all right, if there's any more knocks, you're done, and see the season out, and then we'll go from there. So sort of at that point I gauged that this is probably going to be it, and then obviously on the weekend it was the sort of icing on the cake, I guess.
Now it's all elementary now because you're not in the grand final, and we just heard from Ken Hinkley talk about he wouldn't have played you, but you would have missed the grand final. I mean, that as I say, we don't have to worry about it now, but gee, that would have been a tough thing to go through.
It was, I spoke to the doctor afterwards and he was like, I'll give you till, I was thinking about it as soon as it happened, and I was going to give you till Monday night to pass the concussion test and stuff, but I don't think that even after that, like even the way I'm feeling now and stuff, I don't think that I would have been okay, which means that...
No Mad Monday.
No, it hasn't been a Mad Monday. That's why I'm in here at 8:30 in the morning, fresh as a daisy. Look at me. I sadly haven't had any beers or done anything at the moment. I'm hoping that time will come when I'm feeling a bit better and I can actually, have a few beers and reflect on things. But at the moment, mate, I've sort of been cooped up at home again, back in the bubble, back in the COVID bubble.
How do you reflect on a 6-point loss in a prelim final? Is it? Obviously, it's shattering right now, but I know you were at a barbecue, the other day at the club, the day after. Is everyone standing around saying, "This is our moment. Here we go"? Like we've got this great young squad, or is it too early to be thinking about what's going to happen?